soldier. I'm wearing my field slash range hat. Um, as always, my hair is a mess, but today we're going to be continuing the series of what I use at work, what I use in the range, and hopefully it's a very informative kind of video, and I hope that you guys really enjoy it. Let's get into it. Alright guys, I've got my vest on, my plate carrier, if you will, and it's the most comfortable plate carrier I have had in my 10 plus years in the Army. It is light, it is comfortable, padded, and it's not too big, over cumbersome. It's phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Alright, so let's get into the details and what I have all on it. Okay, let's go. Alright guys, starting off, as you move down, you see I have a little Velcro strip right here. You can put my name on there, some kind of identifier, anything that the unit might require me to have. Right here, you have these two clips for easy access to take this off if I have a wound, or if I'm in an NBC kind of situation, for whatever reason, I could just unclip this side, and then the vest just falls, so now I have to put it back on. There's two, and then these right here, they're extremely padded, they're very, very comfortable. Alright, so moving down, the first thing you see is my magazine pouches. Right, I've got 6 magazine holders right here, configuration of 2 plus 1 in the M4 equals 7 magazines. Each magazine holds 30 rounds, which is a combat load for every soldier of 270 rounds. Let me show you. These are my personal magazines. They're not the Army magazines. I paid out of my pocket to have these because they're excellent quality. I know they're tested, they last, and they're durable. These are the Magpuls Gen 3s. They have a clear chamber right there, so it allows you to see. It allows you to see how many rounds you have left. Let's get some nice tapping sounds on these. These are really easy to just put in and out. Just pull this tab here. Slide them in. Just like that, you lock it in. It's got this elastic bungee cord that keeps them in place. Moving on to the side here, you'll see that I have a knife that my wife got me a couple years ago. And this is not the same knife from story time that cut my finger. It's not the same knife, but this knife is special because it's got some scripture engraved. If I can get it to focus. There we go, maybe engraved that my wife had engraved for me. There we go. Doesn't want to focus, but you never know when you're gonna need a knife. Just slide that right up in there. It clicks. And that thing's not gonna go anywhere. Now, moving from that, we have my IFAK, right? That stands for Individual First Aid Kit. For whatever reason, I get shot, or if I need to plug a wound, anything like that, I've got this to give myself self-aid. So if I just airways get clogged up, and the NPA is just a tube that gets shoved up your nose, and it goes down into your airway. It's not fun. They suck, they hurt, but they can save your life. So we practice them all the time. Then we have some compact gauze, and then a little bit more over here. So let's go ahead and let's close that in. Put that bad boy back inside. Nice and snug. Good to go. Moving over on this side. This is my admin pouch. I keep a lot of pens, compass, paperwork, stuff that I may need. I keep it in here, and you just never know when you're going to need a map or a GPS system or something like that. So let's open it up. Oh yeah, I'm all positive. As you can see, I've got some markers here to write on a map. I've got a pen, a couple pens, and I've got a GPS unit. This is the Garmin E-Trix 10. It's very old, but it still works. It's still reliable. Now, if for whatever reason my Garmin, my electronics fail, I've got a compass. This is a Linsatic military compass. And if I hold it up vertically, it's not going to move. But if I lay it flat, you might see it wobble and wiggle a bit. Because the truth of the matter is, technology is around and it's very helpful, but it may fail us, so it does not hurt. It does not hurt to rely on the techniques and fundamentals of map reading and land navigation. So that's all that I have on the main zipper. So let's go ahead and put that back in there. Let's go ahead and zip that up. Let's go ahead and open up this part right here. It's a little loud, so here's where I keep all my paperwork. This outside pouch here. I've got some stuff that I can't show you, so we'll set that off to the side. But I have a map of a post where we did some not online, but we did some actual training, and we went there and we trained for about 30 days. And it's always good to have a map of your surroundings. Let's go ahead and open this up. My friends, this is a military map of Fort Polk, Louisiana. is this little laminated card right here. This card is a 9-line medevac, is what it's called. Whenever we request for air support to come pick up injured troops, we have to call in a 9-line, and you can fill it out here. As you're calling on the radio, you fill it out before you call, and then on the back it gives you a brief explanation of everything that is required of each line. So it's kind of dummy proof, which means I could do it pretty well. So let's go ahead and put this stuff away. Oh, here we go again. Put that in there. Alright. So this is the outside of my kit. I'm going to sit down now. So the inside of my kit, underneath where the Kevlar and where the armor goes, it has other goodies too, right? And it's mainly for the medical personnel, for the combat medics or docs or whoever's out there. And I already took it out. But it is a trauma kit. It is a trauma kit that is given to all of us. We insert it on the front, right behind the Kevlar that sits behind the actual plate that stops the bullets. Now, this trauma kit is sealed because we only get one. The medics, the combat medics, they have extras that they can train on, and they don't want us opening ours, but they have a lot of important stuff for chest wounds or lung injuries or lung trauma. It's basically a good way to stop a bleeding and collect blood if they need to, obviously to stop infection, because the last thing you want to do is get shot and then, potentially die from an infection that you could have prevented. So that is very important to the medics and obviously to us. We want to live and survive. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed making it, and I love talking about this stuff. I want you to do two things for me. Number one, I want you to hit that like button because it helps I'm trying to blank. It helps the channel. It helps the channel, and it helps get this positive message and this informative message out there. It would help me, and I would really appreciate it. Number two, I want you to write down in the comments if I'm talking too fast. There's so much going on in my head that sometimes I'm just rambling on, and I am really sorry if I do that. Please let me know if you want me to slow it down, if you want me to keep it the same, if you want me to change my tone or anything. Just leave a comment and let me know how I could improve this channel and the content that I create for you, because it's all for you. Do not be mistaken. Guys, as always, this has been ASMR Soldier. I thank you so much for watching the video all the way through and for being a part of this channel and this community. You guys stay blessed, and don't forget, I've got your 6.